What inspired you to create the Kingdom of Sunnymerrylandia and the world of your kind-hearted fairy tales series?
When my children were small, I loved reading books to them, and sometimes I would create my own stories to share with them at bedtime. I came up with my first fairy tale, and my daughter loved it so much that she said, "Mom, you should write a book so other kids can read it too." So I did. I published my kind-hearted fairy tales in Ukraine in the Russian language first, and later translated them into English and self-published them here in the US. I loved creating the world of kind-hearted fairy tales because in a world filled with so much negativity, we need to focus on kindness. Kindness is something that makes us truly human.
Your story highlights the importance of an active lifestyle and healthy nutrition. What motivated you to weave these themes into a fairy tale for children?
Fairy tales are the best way to teach a lesson. Children learn through the stories we share with them, and of course, they also learn from the examples we set in our everyday lives. When I was a child, we didn't have the internet, and all kids played outside and were active. We ate food that we grew in our own gardens, or food that was grown by local farmers. Now things have changed. Children spend more time indoors. What we find in stores today is often heavily processed, and children are consuming way too much sugar. I wrote this fairy tale a decade ago, and unfortunately, things have not changed much for the better. So we need to keep talking about it. I love writing fairy tales that feel like timeless old tales, but carry important modern-day messages within them.
Sunnymerrylandia feels like a magical and uplifting world. How did you imagine and develop the setting and characters in the story?
My fairy tales are magical, and I believe we all need more magic in our lives. We all want to believe in the unbelievable, and there should be no limits to imagination. When I wrote my fairy tales, I experienced what writers call a creative flow, where all the characters and settings seem to come to mind as if from a higher power. I felt connected to something much bigger than myself. I believe my fairy tales are here to stay long after I'm gone, and that's why I take them seriously, but also truly enjoy writing them.
Your book follows the classical tradition of children's fairy tales. Were there any classic stories or authors that influenced your writing style?
Some of my favorite authors are Hans Christian Andersen, Charles Perrault, Alexander Volkov, and Nikolai Nosov. I grew up on Russian versions of world-famous fairy tales, and they shaped my love of storytelling. I especially loved Cinderella, known in Russia as Zolushka. While I follow the traditional rules of fairy tale storytelling, my fairy tales are easy to read, so the children can simply enjoy the story.
What message or feeling do you hope young readers take away after reading The Kingdom of Sunnymerrylandia?
There are many important messages in this book, and I would like to highlight some of them. Telling the truth, for example, even when it seems uncomfortable, is a form of kindness. Don't think that avoiding hard conversations is being kind. Second, communication is key. Never assume that others understand you. You must be able to clearly convey your message. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, an active lifestyle and healthy nutrition matter deeply for all of us. Be mindful of what you eat. I hope young readers carry these lessons with them long after they turn the last page. And even though the book is filled with all these important lessons, it never feels heavy. It feels like a fun fairy tale that children will simply enjoy reading.